Yeah, I'm not gonna get all these... Whoa, that was weird. Get all these DLC quests done tonight. These non-season pass DLC quests, that is. But I have some time. I'll start. I'll start on them. You asked me to take you home. Here we are.
This is it.
How does it feel being back?
It feels like words escape me.
Rowboat keeps bobbing.
To my
Oh,
eyes,
there I see it bobbing with the wave, but
the smells and
it seemed
sounds
almost
are
like it was
familiar.
spawning in just above the water and then falling.
I don't know if I can do this.
Take your time.
Take it
About-
at your own speed. You'll get through this.
When I hear you say it, it does feel more true.
You're stronger than you know.
You're right. I suppose we should head to my family home first.
Lead the way.
Yeah, like I was saying earlier in the stream, I did want to beat the game, which I've now done, I think.
Living near the docks was so
And then do
exciting.
these DLC quests before Fragapalooza. And then do Legacy of the First Blade at Frag. And then Atlantis later this year.
To learn. Most of which got me in trouble.
So this playthrough's gonna take me like most of this year. Uh-oh.
I know I do. So many faces I don't recognize.
Yeah, the explosion is nowhere near as cool as the launching it to the stratosphere. It's just kind of like a lame, basic little effect. That's what it seems like. Uh-oh. Here, just do this. Give me lots of adrenaline. There we go. There's another dude? Well, I guess I'm healing. In that case. Here. The Thrill Seeker. Well, what a thrill this is. Death. Oh, I'm high. Maybe I can do this real quick. Thank goodness I'm invincible during that. Okay, well. Well. Thank goodness for subtitles.
It'll be okay.
And then we're back to slow speed again. Oh, he's over here. Oh, never mind. Oh. But I can still roll and go faster. Even when the game locks me into this speed. Which is really funny. Alright, well. Unexpected interruption there. Guess the dialogue's over. Oh yeah, didn't I get the, wait a second. Wasn't I supposed to get the legendary head? Wasn't I supposed to get the final thing of the demigod set? Demigod's chest plate for completing the Cult of Cosmos. I don't have a demigod's head. Wait, let me look this up. I'm just now remembering. Because I probably will be doing some more damage if I do that. Wait, the current set is plus 50% damage with warrior abilities. Wait a second. And with a demigod set, it was plus 30% damage with all abilities. I mean, I guess the current thing is pretty fine too. So this is up to level 53? I didn't think it was up to level 53. I don't remember engraving it to that. Did it automatically go up to that when I completed the quest plot line? Is it automatically going up? It should have been around 50-ish as well, right? I don't know why it brought itself up there. Yeah. I do kind of like, well, plus 50% damage with warrior abilities is pretty good. I do also like the idea of the plus 30% damage with all abilities, just because then I can use like Hunter Overpower Shot and still get lots of damage. But I am popping these a lot more. So maybe the Spartan War Hero armor is maybe the better thing. Oh, but this was not the reason why I wanted it. Was just like the extra warrior damage and bonuses to all damage. I get with Demigod's Chestplate. Plus 70% warrior damage, plus 6% all damage. Plus 17%, plus 6%. So I probably would still be doing more damage. Yeah, plus 3% damage with all abilities. This is probably part of the set. Right? That's what it is. I probably don't need to look it up. Yeah, it says that I'm at 1 out of 5. This is part of the set. Didn't change my look that time. Has this icon and it's not changing my look. These ones it is. Weird. Weird. Don't know why it's not changing the look there. Wait, what did I not put on? Oh, I put on the slithering belt. That's why I changed that. Yeah. So now I have plus 17% warrior damage, plus 6% all damage. Plus 17% warrior damage, plus 6% all damage. Plus 17% warrior damage, plus 6% all damage. And I guess as I level this gear up, that'll go up. Because I'm pretty sure this was 15 and 5 before. Then plus 17% warrior damage, plus 6% all damage. And plus 17%, plus 6%. Yeah. So even though I'm getting plus 30% damage on abilities rather than plus 50%, with the extra warrior damage and the all damage, which I assume adds to abilities as well, this would actually be 4753, like plus 53% damage with all abilities. Well, with my warrior abilities, that is, sorry. Well, giving me plus 30% on my hunter abilities would be the case. Which, comparing to the Athenian ones, all arrows pierce shields and plus 30% hunter damage. Interesting. But yeah, warrior abilities with the Spartan ones is more warrior damage, more all damage. Yeah, plus more war damage, or plus more warrior damage, more damage with overpower abilities. More warrior damage, more crit damage. More warrior damage, more damage on Athenian soldiers. I'm not always going to be using that. And then the more warrior damage, more crit chance. So, pretty good, but not the consistent just more warrior damage, more all damage, and then plus 30% with all abilities. I got a new thing here. The thing I already have selected. Why is the thing I already have selected marked as new? And now that I have this set equipped, I'll go to a blacksmith at some point here and engrave it with something really, really cool. But I do want my hood. The pirate hood. Oh, it's interesting and different. Because the mercenaries hood... What? I'm losing my mind. It's not interesting and different. It is the exact same. Yeah, and then the other things are set. It just changed that. I guess if you switch within the same armor type, keeps the fashion armor? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I will get that engraved here when I get the chance. Because yeah, now my damage should be really good, right?
For most of my childhood.
Most?
I came to Samos at a young age, but I was born in Aligarnassos. Those are days I'd rather not remember. It doesn't look like it's changed much in my absence.
Would this be a... What? Does no one else live here at this point?
My father always felt art was a great outlet when things seemed overwhelming.
I was trying to get that so it wasn't completely in my left ear, but oh well.
One of your toys?
It was my brother's. I often hid it when he wouldn't let me play with it.
So this is all still here, the lights are on, and no one else is living here or anything.
Tablet. Looks like some
Things
old
are open
item.
and nobody would
Ships
have
never
wandered
stay
in here
for
and
long.
taken things.
Samos is a place people come for a visit, but not to live. Is there something about this place I don't yet see?
One of my first writings. I was always restless here. Always wanting to learn more about the world beyond and the world that was.
Herodotos!
Mistor.
Okay, there is someone else living here.
Praise the gods!
I left these
It's been
things
far
out.
too long.
It has indeed. You're looking well. As are you, Theodorus.
Can't see
Can't believe
anything.
You've come skulking back. After all this time, I should go. I'm glad you're back. You have some nerve, little brother. You stroll back into this house when you didn't even return for the funeral. I regret ever sending you that letter.
Vote now on your phones.
Why doesn't everyone just take a deep breath?
Bet you both
Say I
things
didn't come back
lead to the same
when I'm
dialogue.
here, right now. We came as soon as the letter arrived.
You must have swam here then. It's been 5 moons since I sent that. And who are you exactly? How does any of this involve you?
I'm a friend.
She's a friend.
Oh, how nice. You went off to write and explore while making friends, and you left me here to take care of everything.
I couldn't stay here. I needed to leave.
You could have taken me with you. I have things to attend to. One of us still cares about Samos.
At least
It doesn't
tell
sound like
me
you
where
want to
they
leave.
died.
We marked a spot on the nearby cliffs. Pay your respects, and then leave. There's nothing for you here now.
You seemed pretty excited a second ago. From the top of the stairs. Maybe I'll come around. I don't know.
Give him some time. I'm sure he's just surprised to see you.
His eyes showed hatred.
He probably missed you. You'll see.
It's a bit late for that.
I know this wasn't the welcome you were expecting.
But perhaps it was the one I deserved. For now, I only want to see where they died. I owe that to them.
I'll come with you.
I'd like that.
Let's
If you're
go.
ready, we should go.
I guess it
Waiting to face
realistically
reality will
did
do
take
me
us
no
a
good.
while to get here. Considering I did a lot of other stuff before coming over to do this. Alright, so this doesn't give that much experience. Regrets. Let's get Herodotus to his parents' grave. Okay. Guess we're gonna run it. Yoink. No one saw that. Just wonder if I can upgrade my ship.
I used to know this island as
I know
well
I
as
said that
now.
earlier. And yeah, I think I am probably missing a lot of wood still. Oh, I can. The ram, just more damage. Maybe I'll just take more damage here. I've actually gathered a lot of wood here over time, haven't I? I'm not using that a whole lot. This is pretty important. Plus 20%, or an extra 20% to my ship health. Yeah, I'll take that. There we go.
Seems like a nice place to grow up.
It was.
Oh, we are taking
I
horses.
spent a lot of time on my
Is that one that just happened to be there?
brothers and Misto. My
And the AI was programmed to
were influential.
hop on if he gets close. I have a
It
fire
wasn't
horse.
the life for you.
There's only so many ships you can
Take this
sink
tree that's growing in the middle of the road.
before you feel the pull to leave.
Also, wait, wasn't one of the mercenary things that I could buy materials at blacksmiths, or am I losing my mind? Or was that Origins or something? That wasn't mercenaries. Hello, hello, Reggie Bump. Good morning.
Ella.
Welcome to I beat the game, and now we're doing the stuff that was added as free DLC after the fact, and I'll do the actual Season Pass DLC sometime later. Is this safe? Probably not, but who cares? Bootleg.
I can't believe this is where my parents last stood. Where fate decided to take them from us. I thought I'd write about their history on Samos and all they did one day. But not this soon. I should have been here. Should never have left.
It's not your
There's
fault.
nothing you could have done.
But if I had tried...
Both the options are, again,
Maybe
basically
Maybe
the
you
same.
would have died alongside them. And that would have helped nobody.
Perhaps you're right.
I want you to remember that while we're on Samos.
I'll try. I just wish I could have seen them once more.
What's your favorite memory of your parents?
Do you have a favorite memory of them?
I remember when my father taught me to swim. He tossed me off the side of the dock. I thought I was going to drown, but then I saw what I thought was a shark. I flailed my arms and kicked my legs until I made it to shore, only to see it was Theodorus, with a bit of rock above his head. I still remember the sound of my father's laugh and the warmth of my mother's embrace.
How did they like it on
Did
Samos?
your parents like it on Samos?
It was more than just a home to them. I saw how happy this place made them, and only wanted to feel the same somewhere as well.
What did they think of you being a
What did your
writer?
parents think of your writing?
They always encouraged it. It helped that Theodorus was talented as well, although he always felt more drawn to poetry. If it weren't for their support, there's a good chance I would have never pursued it.
Tell me what's on your mind.
If there's anything you'd like to say about your parents, you should.
I always feel more comfortable writing than I do speaking.
I'm not going to judge. And I know they wouldn't either.
They meant
Wouldn't it be polite to be
everything
like, I'll
to
give
me.
you some time?
They always encouraged me. I knew they'd be happy for me no matter what. I'm sorry I didn't come back sooner. There was so much I wanted to tell you, to show you. Mother, you were one of the strongest people I knew. You pushed for truth, no matter the obstacle. Father, your compassion is something I won't soon forget. You taught me it was okay to feel, for myself and for others. Your names and deeds won't be forgotten. We should head back.
I guess I'm dealing with these guys. Yeah, the most fond memory, the time that he almost drowned. Why is he still over here? Get out of here. There's no way I can dip out for a hot second and then phone a friend. What? And then phone a friend, can I? Check this out. Oh, I have to protect him. There's no way he's gonna die, right? Is it worth dipping out for a hot second and then phoning a friend? Can I? No, I don't think it's happening.
Falcon kick!
This looks like a good place. Been a little while since having a good cliff. I need adrenaline. So I'm gonna build it up off of you. Thank goodness they're not going after him and they're just going after me. That is very nice, so I can just deal with him by this cliff. Oh, Are you still alive? Hi, one last guy. Followers of Ares. Oh, I forgot his parents. No.
Never heard of them being on Samos. Something is going on.
Too distracted by like the amazing kicking going
Stay
on.
close.
Followers of Ares.
The question
By
is
the
whether
amazing
they
kick
came
action.
on their own, or someone sent them.
Neither outcome is favorable for us, nor Samos. I wonder what my parents would do.
Exactly what
I
we're
can
going
talk.
to do. Protect Samos.
We should see if Theodorus or Nistor know anything.
We can't wait much longer. Do you understand?
Hi.
Ah, you're back. I hoped you'd set sail already.
Now isn't the time. We were just attacked.
Gods cursed these warring Greeks. Was it the Athenians or the Spartans this time?
Neither.
He set it up,
It
didn't
was a
he?
group called the Followers of Ares.
Whoever it was, thank the gods you're okay.
Or maybe this was the guy that was excited at the top of the stairs. What do you know of the Followers of Ares?
Have either of you heard of the Followers of Ares?
Only in name. Who are they?
They only care for one thing. War.
And you believe they're here on Samos?
They're the ones who attacked us.
How have things been on
Have you
Samos
noticed
recently?
anything suspicious lately? Strange ships, docking, groups of people you haven't seen before?
No, things have been normal. It's been a welcome change.
We need to figure this out.
Something is happening here on Samos. We need answers.
She's right. If the followers of Ares are here, there's a reason for it.
Then it's another reason for you to go. We'll handle whatever is happening here.
This is my home too. I'm not leaving until I get to the bottom of this.
If it's not safe, you shouldn't stay.
He's plenty safe with me.
Of course.
Come, mister. If this fool won't heed our warnings, it's not our concern.
They weren't much help.
Something doesn't add up. How could Theodoros and Mr. both know nothing?
I'm sure they do. I think your brothers know
They were
something.
keeping something from us.
But why?
That's what we need to find out. What's next?
If they're somewhere on this island, they'd stay away from the city. There was a cave I used to play in as a child. It may be worth looking into.
Let's start there.
Okay. Oh, I tried marking that quest as my active one. It didn't let me. It's giving me more XP than before. Here we go. So it's on Samos Island. Hideout is in Devotee's Sanctuary. Your hideout is in the Akusmatikoi Cave. Well, I don't have any caves or anything marked over here. So I guess I'll head to this viewpoint and see what happens. Alright, well, let's go find this cave. In the meantime, as I trek over some other stuff that I can talk about, I started talking about the frag schedule earlier. So, it'll be Thursday to Sunday event. Like, start partway through the day on Thursday, and then end, like, partway through the day on Sunday. So, basically be, like, 3 days total, you could pretty much say, across the 4 days. In terms of time, sleep in my truck if I can, otherwise it'll be my car. Materials. Whoops, that's not the loot button. And as for the schedule while there, on Thursday will be the Smash Free-for-All, and then Saturday planning to do the singles and doubles, both in the same day. So the day that I'll have the most time available will definitely be Friday. Will be the case. And in terms of games I want to do there's this, The Legacy of the First Blade, that I want to do start to finish. And there's 2 prerequisite games that I want to do coming up here, which are, I'm just going to start calling them prerequisite games of, like, games that, oh, there's still just guards around in the world. Or it's like games that I want to do before upcoming new releases. And I had a few of those, but I just did one of them over the weekend, what with the 24-hour charity stream. Pokemon X is done. But before Mario & Luigi Brothership comes out this November, I wanted to play Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. Because I've played the... I was going to change it a day, but this, with all the stars, actually looks really bootyful. Oh, but I guess we're not going to see much of that here. Oh, but that's a pretty good shot, too. Because I've already played Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. Because this was before I was as much about doing things in order on this channel. But if I do Partners in Time, then I'll have done all of the first trilogy, you could say, if you want to call it a trilogy per se. This is probably the thing. The first 3 games there. The ones that started on the Game Boy Advance and went up to the Nintendo DS, and then things were on 3DS from there. Get the Nintendo DS and Game Boy Advance one that was put on the 3DS done. As well as the 3rd one that was also put on the 3DS. The Chortle Trilogy, that's what we should call it, the Chortles Trilogy. I kind of want to do that first. I definitely don't have enough time to do Partners in Time and Partners in Time. Dream Team and Paper Jam before that point. And I want to do more Paper Mario games leading up to Paper Jam anyway. But it might be fitting to have the main 3 done, and then those are put together in a playlist, and then we're kind of at the ready for Brothership, and then I'll do the other couple ones later. So that one will be good to do. And the other one is Metroid Prime 2 to be specific. Because, ooh, there's a thing here. Because I played Metroid Prime in preparation for Prime 4, and then there was the announcement of Prime Remastered. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll showcase that now, and like, what's the same, what's different, yada yada. And so I did that. I played Metroid Prime twice on the channel. And then I played Metroid Prime Hunters because I knew like there's no chance of that getting a remake. But because there was a remaster already for Metroid Prime, I figured there might be a chance of the same happening with Prime 2 and 3. So I was like, I'm just gonna hold off. I do want to get the whole Prime trilogy done before Prime 4 comes out, but I don't want to do these games twice again. I'd rather just do it one and done with whatever the most definitive version is. So I said that I wasn't going to play Prime 2 and 3 until either Prime 4 was announced or Prime 2 Remastered was announced. If Prime 2 Remastered was announced, then I do that. If Prime 4 was announced without remasters of the others announced, then I would assume, hey, there's no remasters of those coming, or at least far in the future. And Prime 4 is going to come out, so I gotta do Prime 2 and 3 first. So I just play the originals in that case. So I was just waiting to figure out whether I was going to play the originals or a remaster, like, definitively. And now that Prime 4 has been announced, I guess I'm playing the original. So I might end up playing Prime 2 during Fragapalooza. Now, let's not forget Federation Force. Oh, yeah, I guess so. I wonder how long Federation Force is. Can you still do Citra multiplayer? Would there be anybody that'd be interested in playing that with me, I wonder? Assassinate 200 enemies. So, across basically 3 days worth of time, plus time that I have to sleep during Fragapalooza, Metroid Prime 2 and Mario & Luigi Partners in Time are apparently both about 18-ish hours. So, it's like, I can do them start to finish at... Where my friend... Is my friend not here? I can do one start to finish at Fragapalooza. But only one, not both. There wouldn't be enough... Oh, I thought maybe I could get that for a second. I didn't realize it would let me kind of chain them together. But I can't do both. So I should do one or the other. I think Partners in Time is the thing that I do want to do sooner rather than later. Because Brothership is coming out this November. So I want to make sure that series is all, like, done before Brothership comes out. There's not as much of a rush on Prime 2. Well, I guess you could say there is, because there's a lot more games to get through. So there's actually a rush on that one, too, now that I think about it. Because Prime 2, then Prime Pinball. So I could do, like, I could do Prime 2 at Fragapalooza. And then Prime Pinball during the 24-hour Cherry Stream 11
So
this November through Extra
You're right
Life.
to suggest we look here.
I wonder if we're going back to the West Edmonton Mall ice rink, like last year. Would be interesting. And that's a thing that'll only take like 2 hours. So that can be like a short, fun thing. No, pinball's not canon, but I want to play it anyway, because that'd be fun. Especially doing that for like a charity event like that. So maybe I do that this November. And then maybe Prime 3 could be either late this year or early next year, and then maybe I'd have time to do Prime Federation Force, and then I'm all set up for Prime 4? I don't know. So yeah, I guess there's a bit of a rush for both Partners in Time and for Metroid Prime 2 is the case. Both are things that I want to do and would be better to do sooner rather than later. And as I've mentioned several times during this stream at this point, the game schedule is still kinda looking crazy, but again, most of these are nearly done. Like, I just beat this, now I'm just doing the non-season pass DLC quests. Almost done, almost done, almost done. Still lots to do. Come on, click off. An hour and a half left, and maybe I'll just do this at Fragapalooza as well, and that should just be one session, maybe, I don't know. I don't know, we shall see. So something like that. So 1 game before November versus 3 for next year. Yeah, I'd say it's a pretty equal rush on both. And I'll probably try to start both soonish here. So I'm going to try and get things done here. Like, I'm glad that I was able to finish off the main thing of AC Odyssey tonight. And I can also do some of these blue quests during during Fragapalooza 2 if I
They must
want.
have stolen it.
There's no way they could have.
I mean, I could always just do Legacy of the First Blade during Frag, and then come back to the main game. Like, these are DLC quests, just free DLC that was added later. Like, I could easily just not do any more Assassin's Creed Odyssey until Frag, do this first and foremost, and then if I have extra time, start doing some more blue quests at Frag. Or, like, during other times that I have time, I could commit to some other things from here. Like, I'm not as much in a rush for this. Like, my main obligation is done. And I can probably do these whenever. It can be before these DLCs, it can be after, it can be in the middle. It probably doesn't really matter all that much. I just knew I wanted to do the Odyssey quest first, and that's done now. So not as much of a rush there. So, like, again, they're pretty similar lengths, and I do want to start them both around the same time anyway. But if I wanted to have a dedicated playthrough game at Fragapalooza, I think it would have to be one or the other. I can't do both. Still start them both around the same time, but I'm not doing both at Frag. I think that would be cool to have, like, a dedicated game that I go through at each event. Like, with the 24-hour Cherry Stream 9, it was Metal Gear Solid 2. During the 24-hour Cherry Stream 10 this last weekend, it was Pokemon X, but that's also because it was the only game I was playing. At Megaland, the main thing was Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. Like, there have been a lot of events lately where there's, even if it's not the only game, there's been a game that's been, like, the key focus, the main highlight of the event that is gone through start to finish during the event. I think it'd be kind of fun to do that with either Metroid Prime or Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Metroid Prime would probably be, like, the thing that I would feel better about playing there, considering my seeding, as I was showing earlier with the... Wow. The fact that oh, here we go. Seating. The fact that I got myself as close to the stage as possible for ease of Smash Tournament, so I can easily go back and forth while we're doing Smash Tournament stuff, maybe set up a station here. And if there's a station here, then all the Smash stuff is together. I don't have to, like, run back and forth to my table. Because, yeah, I was over here on row 13 last year, and it was a lot of running back and forth managing stuff. And as I was mentioning earlier in the stream, I prefer, like, secluded little corners where, like, there's not really going to be that many people walking by and seeing stuff going. Wait, unless this is the main walking lane now, if that's what the red means. Because before, this was the main walking lane. Maybe that's what this is designated for now, is people are meant to go down this way. Maybe I am in a secluded corner. Anyway. Because social anxiety and all that. And in a setting where a whole bunch of people are going to be walking by me constantly, the thing that I would feel better about playing is Metroid Prime 2 over Mario and Luigi Partners in Time and doing the voices of the different characters and stuff like that. Is what I would personally feel better about playing. And then play Mario and Luigi and go ham on yelling all the different characters' lines in this environment here. Is how it would be feeling-wise. So maybe I'd lean towards Metroid Prime 2. I don't know. These have just been thoughts on my mind lately. I haven't come to a conclusive decision or anything like that. One thought that I am having just now is potentially putting it to a vote in the Discord server. Like, what would people rather see as the Fragapalooza playthrough? Partners in Time or Metroid Prime 2. Either way, I try to start them, like, pretty soon around the same time, but which one should be the thing that's done at, like, the special venue, all during a weekend, start to finish? I could put it to a vote. Or maybe I should just decide, screw the vote, I feel better playing Metroid Prime 2. I mean, if I played Partners in Time, that might be a good excuse to kind of get over some social anxiety. And the whole all over the place of the Mario and Luigi series with the order in which I've done 1, 2, and 3 would get even wackier with one done at Frag. It would make it even more unique. I want to hear your theory.
These people are yours. Tell me what you're thinking.
So, I mean, there's arguments for both. So I've been on the fence.
Staging ground for something greater.
You're right.
I only wish that was all there is to worry about.
What is it?
If Persia is involved, they couldn't have done this alone. They would have needed someone here to help them.
Someone with ties to the Empire.
And influence on Samos. Yes, other than myself, there are only 2 others who could be responsible for what's going to happen and for what already has.
Herodotus.
With everything we found, everything you've seen and heard. Please, just tell me which of them it is.
I think it's the mean one.
It's Theodoros. He's working for the Persians and brought the followers of Ares here.
Maybe I should have been
I was
saving
afraid
more.
you'd say that. But I
But
know
that
you must
seems
be
like the
right.
obvious option, right?
What do you want to do
Unless
now?
it was a crazy twist and it was the
I
other
need to
guy.
talk to Theodoros. I don't understand why he'd do this.
Rahmi can be a powerful
Probably should have the points made here on top of that
Ask
vote
him
in
to
case
promise
people
us
don't
power.
watch this.
But
Maybe,
he
but I
already had
mean,
both of those.
points like
I
the
know
social
you want
anxiety, I
understand
probably
it
wouldn't
all,
add on
but we
Discord.
don't always get the answers we seek. Your food for the sharks now, Athenians.
What? What the heck? Where'd that line come from? Your food for the sharks now, Athenians. Where were Athenians? What? Did the game just bug out? That seemed kind of weird. Anyway, I probably wouldn't add the social anxiety thing, because it would sound like I'm saying Metroid Prime 2 is the one that I want to do, whereas I'd feel not so great about doing Partners in Time. Which one do you want to do? Do you want me to do the one that I want to do, or do you want to make me do the one that I don't want to do, is what it would sound like. So that one I probably wouldn't add. But like, I am open to doing either or. I wouldn't be able to get... I could make the point if I wouldn't be able to get as loud about the voices and stuff like that if I'm doing it at Frag. I would have to keep it down a notch, not get quite as crazy. That point I can make. Whereas with Metroid Prime 2, I wouldn't really have to worry about there being like any voice lines really much at all. Maybe some just on-screen dialogue of like there's something going on this planet at the beginning of the game if it's something similar to Prime 1. I would imagine. So I can make those as points. And say, like, I plan on starting both soon anyway. It's just which one should be the done start to finish in one weekend and at the cool venue. What do you rather see? So,
It's as if you've forgotten that you no longer
maybe
live
that's
here,
something I'll do. I don't know.
We know what you did.
Yeah, you
We
posted
found the
cringe.
cave where the followers of Ares were hiding.
Why are you working for the Persians? The people of Samos don't deserve to be subjected to the same things we were. Or do you not remember why we left in the first place?
How dare you? Everything I've done has been for the good of Samos. I wish to
I can always
free Samos
reload
from
an
this war,
autosave.
But for you to accuse me of handing it to the Persians,
Did you
I might have
order
been
them
wrong.
to kill our parents, or was it a mistake on their part?
You should have never come back here.
'Cause I could have been wrong.
Theodoros!
That just seemed like the more obvious thing because he's a dick. I could reload the save if I was wrong. That was
I
hard.
know that wasn't easy for you, but it's not over yet.
We tasked ourselves with protecting Samos, and it's not yet safe. We need to go after him
Where to?
to find Mistur, and Theodoros too.
There's no way Theodorus could have ordered these troops.
More
to attack us.
guys? Wait, I should switch to the other weapon and then chain things. What am I doing? It's so silly. Give me some adrenaline. Like, the ragdolls in this game have to be one of my favorite things. I love me some good ragdolls in video games. And these are some good ragdolls. Okay. Get out of here. I can't believe you did that. Okay, well. Oh my goodness, the frame rate. It's dropping by the second. It's lagging so much, the game doesn't like this. Okay, well. This is not a good place for you to be protected. Here, just do this. Screw it. This guy's not attacking me. If I didn't talk to Theodoros.
There's a hidden cove where ships can dock unseen. Let's go.
What? I thought we were looking for the other guy. They were just saying in dialogue. But the quest thing says that we're looking for Theodoros. Theodoros is on Samos Island. He is in the eastern part of Persian Bay. He's in the pirate coast camp. Oh, well, I have a ship dock that I can travel to, so I guess I'm doing that. But yeah, so that's what I've been thinking about when it comes to Frag's schedule and figuring out what games I'm playing there. So I'll probably choose one of those two, and then, yeah,